Okay, in this video, I explain how to start the iCub. Okay, as you can see, this is the iCub. It's turned off right now. These two are the power supplies, one PC104, one for the other, one for the motors. This is the red focus, it's the default button. So right now it's pushed, so you can see it's pushed because if I do this, then now it's up. This is the modality where everything is working. If I push it, then the motors won't move anymore. Okay, so right now I can open it. Okay, and this is the switch. So one switch is for the CPU, for the PC104 that is inside the head. So this switch activates the head, so PC104, also the cameras. So if you just want to test the PC104 and the cameras, you can just activate this one. Whereas the other one, motors, it activates everything else. So if you want to work with the skin, with the boards, with the motors and everything. And this is the laptop of IIT. So right now, what I'm telling you works for the laptop, but also works for our system. That says the Tomlinson machine over there, and the other one is Strustup that is there, because I've connected them to the cluster. But to make it simple, I will use the laptop for IIT in case you have to restart everything from scratch. Okay, so you can see that one is the cable. This one is the cable of the PC104. So now the PC104 is disconnected. So right now the first thing we have to do is to start the power supply. So we do this, pick and pick. So as you can see, the power supplies are starting. So it's important that these values don't have to be changed in case you have a question or you accidentally turn one of the two. Ask iCub support if you can see something different. Okay, so the power supplies are on. Now we have to start the robot. So we do this by starting the CPU. So now there's a bit of noise. And the PC104 is starting. Okay. There's a little bit of noise, we let it start. What we have to do is also start the boards. So we do switch on the motors, pick. Now as you can see, there are some lights inside. See, they're blinking. And at some point they should stop blinking. So since we have a new version of the boards, it is very important that we wait a lot of time before starting the robot. Okay, so IIT guys suggest to wait at least 30 seconds, which is a lot more than what we had before. Okay, so it's still turning on. We can check, there are some lights here, and there are some lights that we can see inside the legs. Okay, so now they're not blinking anymore, but we still have to wait. If you have questions, you can see, I mean, this view is also nice. We can see things are still blinking. So maybe we have to wait a little bit. Okay, iCub is off for the moment. So now we go in the laptop provided by IIT. And here we have some shortcuts. So these are the terminal. This says terminal PC104. So this is basically doing an SSH connection to the PC104. So without we don't have to put a password. So we just click and we wait. Okay. This was done because this means that the PC104 already booted correctly. Otherwise, if the terminal doesn't open and it asks for a password, then this means that the PC104 hasn't started yet. So we have to wait. Okay, now that it started, we can start the iCub because now we waited a little bit of time. So I checked that the red button is like that. That's okay. That means that it is going to move. And now to start the iCub, we can check in the history and do robot interface. So if we do it from the laptop, then it will go automatically checking the configuration files that are for our robot. In the cluster, you can do the same, because if you connect from the cluster, because this is going to look inside the PC104 files. The PC104 files are mounted from this laptop. Okay, so this laptop has to be on when you start the robot. So now we just click on this and we launch the robot interface, and hopefully there won't be errors. So we can just have a look at the calibration procedure. So it's okay that we have to wait to see some movement. So now the robot is starting. Arms are first. Also the eyes are calibrating. This movement in the eyes is normal because there are some coupled motors in the eyes that have to be calibrated independently. Now the hands are calibrating. The difference between left and right, I mean, in terms of time, it's normal. And it's okay. So the iCub is calibrated. The legs don't move, and this is completely normal because it is due to the fact that we have different types of encoders in the legs. It don't require the motors to move. So okay, now it's done, and we can start playing with iCub.